All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, all praises, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And as always, peace and salutations to those elect and the societies pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yerah from the Great Millstone branch, Gary and the camp, coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. And I got this Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, and I'm starting at the first verse pulled up here. And the spirit, jumped on me to do this lesson because, I was meditating in the spirit, listened to a couple of the brothers' videos that was going into about that whole Kanye situation on the Drink Champs. And then I was watching a little show I like to watch sometimes, 5150 with Corey Holcomb. And it just shows how our people are so afraid of these goddamn small hats, the powers that be. And call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua for giving us the spirit of truth, whereas we can stand in great boldness. I'm going to get it real quick because I don't want to quote it. And before I get, I'll just pray that this video be edified. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. And that's what you're seeing right now. The various camps, the different men that you're seeing, being quickened through the spirit, going on the highways and hedges and prophesying the downfall of this place, man. We're standing in great boldness. Because why is that? Because the spirit of the Lord is on us, man. See, this fight, this fight we going is through the spirit, and this devil, this one thing he cannot control, man. He cannot control the spirit, and this devil know that, it's the spirit of the Lord that is upon us. You know what I'm saying? That's why they afraid, man. You best believe these small hats, starting with those elite banking families, these elite, the Rothschilds, these different, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers, all these different families, man, they afraid, man. And the Lord plaguing their ass with visions and dreams on the left-hand side, plaguing their ass, man. So, hey, we got to stand in great boldness, man. And it shows that a lot of these jakes, man, 2/3 has to go, man. Because it was up for the 2/3, man. We'll be here forever, man. Bunch of coward, weak-ass men, man, like that nigga Nori. You can make all these goddamn rap songs. You made a goddamn album called The War Report. You know what I'm saying? You got the fatigues on, you looking militant, but yet when it comes to this devil, you tuck your tail because he threatened you to take the little few gifts that he gave your ass. Showing you that Jake has a slave mentality, man. That's why the scripture said this real quick. Come on. Fuck up, man. Jeremiah 2:14. I got on airplane mode because, people like to call you when you're doing a lesson. Jeremiah 2:15. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? So the Lord is asking the question. Is he a servant? And Jake has a slave mentality, man. Jake stands for nothing, man. Jake been punk sissified, man, in Babylon, man. Don't stand for nothing. Don't speak out against none of this go along politically correct ass generation, man. And that's why this generation is going to be destroyed, man. 2/3. And we hoping to be in the steed of the righteous generation, man. Lord willing. This is verse 2. When they shall see it, back in Wisdom of Solomon 5:2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all they look for. And these people, they're in fear. And then to put the cherry on top, you got the chariot sightings. Hey, so the Lord, man, the Lord is working a mighty act in these last days, man. And he using us to chant this place down through the spirit, man. Because it's not of our own will. This fight is not of our own will. We didn't, we would have asked us, 20, before we came into this truth that one day we're going to be on the street corners teaching this Bible in confidence and boldness, we would have looked at you like you were sideways. We would have looked at you sideways. But thanks to the mercy and grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man, he given us this truth where we can stand in great boldness in the face of those that have afflicted us. And who has afflicted us? The Edomites, these nations, these heathens, especially Edomite, the Esau, starting with the small hats. Because it was the small hats that helped fund the slave ships. You know what I'm saying? It's the small hats that funds all these different major corporations. They own all these corporations. What is the juice corporations, the music industry, Hollywood, the porn industry, You know, all these things in which they use to destroy our people, they own. And they benefit off the off your downfall, man. Because they nothing but rats at the end of the goddamn day, man. Verse 3. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes a derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without number. Because when this truth first started out, they laughed at it, they didn't pay no attention to it. And then what they try to do, they try to make comedy of it. But now you seeing that, you know, this truth is picking up steam, and now they're afraid. And now they working on ways where they finna try to come lay hands on us, man. And the minute they do that, hey, the Lord said this. I believe it's Isaiah 51:19, one of my favorite scriptures to pull out. Because you got Israel pushing the spirit of so-called leaders. Is it 51? I think it's 59, Slakia. Because you got so-called leaders pushing the spirit of doubt. This what if, like the elder Yasharamba was going into, man. This is Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. The Lord's going to lift up a standard against this devil, man. See, right now he's kind of reluctant to come after us, so he's using craft and witchcraft at the end of the day, you know, sly tactics to come at us. So when you see guys like Alex Jones and Andrew Tate, and even with this whole Kanye situation, these are all tactics, man, that they're going to use, you know, to come at us, man, because they really want to come after those that has a particular idea, and mainly it's the men of the Lord, because we the ones that's speaking out against these goof ass women out here. We the ones that's telling men to man up and become a man, man, and stop being a bitch. You know, excuse my language, but it is what it is, man. We the one that's telling the devil to his face, the so-called white man, that he's Esau and he's the goddamn devil and he's finna go into captivity, man. We the only ones that's saying this, man. Meanwhile, everybody else is just skipping and whistling and tap dancing around the obvious problem of the earth. This is this goddamn devil, man. You know, he's the cancer to the earth. You know? And all these, that's why the Lord is so mighty. What did the Lord said? Even Yahweh Shai, the wise and the prudent. The Lord ain't dealing with, you know, he may use, you know, these different celebrities, but for the most part, the Lord ain't dealing with these goddamn celebrities. The Lord is dealing with the lowly and the meek, the base, you know, the base of this world, man. You know, let's go to and what they viewed as the base, and call hello Yahweh Shemel Shot 144, Lord willing, you know, be part of that number. This is Luke 10:21. And in that hour, Yahweh Shah rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and the prudent. And what he hid is truth. You know, because what did the Lord say real quick? Let's go to Amos 3:7. And I ain't got nothing written down. I'm just really flowing through the spirit, you know. I'm sick of these coward ass jakes, man. Bitch ass jakes. Grown ass niggas they can fight their own brother, willing to kill their own brother, but when it comes to the enemy, they tuck their tail like cowards, man. But all day you can promote the downfall of killing your brother. This nigga Nori, man. You know, and I believe that name Nori goes back to it was a fucking drug dealer. Showing you this nigga is through, man. And all those celebrities, Diddy, Kevin Hart, all them niggas gonna get put to death. Simple as that, because majority of them sold the hell out any goddamn way. You either had to do some ritual, sleep with a goat, or bent the fuck over, or did some wicked shit to get to the position in which you in, man. This is Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. The Lord has revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Because believe it or not, the scriptures say what? The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets. So the same man that you seeing on the highways and hedges teaching this truth in sincerity and out of love, man, it's the same man that was always teaching the truth, man. You know, what did the Lord say real quick? The spirit got me hot, man. You know, Isaiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So what's this notion that the prophets always came teaching the doctrine of love in every goddamn body, man? And peace and harmony. No, man. You know, when Noah was on the scene, what he prophesied? The flood, man. When Jeremiah was on the scene, he was prophesying what? That the Babylonians are coming, man. Same with Isaiah, man. You know? So what this is, what's this notion that we coming to prophesy of peace? You know, the verse 9, the prophet which prophesied peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent them, man. Because when all hell break through, they're going to know that it was a prophet amongst them. And it's going to expose who's the true prophets and who's the false prophets, man. And then the Lord's seeing that right now. That whole pandemic revealed a lot about even these Israelite camps, man. A lot of these so-called leaders. Now, I will say this. I do believe, we all believe that there's sincere brothers, the elect that's scattered amongst these different camps, which in due time, the Lord's going to remove them from these false prophets and these false leaders. But a lot of these niggas sold out. Johanna, you know what I'm saying? Nate, all them niggas, man. Talking about Jacob's trouble's not going to come, man. You know? What did the scripture say real quick? I'm just jump back to this. This is Luke 10:21. And in that hour, Yahweh Shah rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and the prudent. The men that's renowned in this world, the TD Snakes, Steve Harvey, man. And Jake, that's what they want as your leaders, man. Athletes and entertainers. A lot of these goddamn athletes don't even know how to read a goddamn book. But yet they push them in the forefront as the leader of the so-called black and Latino community, man. And a lot of niggas is sold out, man. You know? Continuing on saying it has revealed them onto babes. And we're the babes, man. Because in the world we perceive as unlearned men. Even our own family members look at who you think you is to tell me about the Bible. Boy, I've been changing your diaper. That's the same thing they did with Yahweh Shah. And what the scripture say, as this, the servant is not greater than his master. You know? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get that after I finish this. Verse 22. And all things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal him. Woo! And the Lord has revealed this truth unto us. Verse 23, and he turned unto his disciples and said privately, blessed are your eyes which see the things that you see, man. So we're blessed to see the things in which we see. And that's why we stand in great boldness, man. You know, these people don't understand that the things of the Lord are revealed unto the prophets, man. Visions, brothers having visions, dreams, and even just revealing things in the spirit, man, that reconfirm that the Lord is with us, man. So that's why we able to stand in great boldness, man. We don't give a damn what nobody think of us, what they feel about it. To hell with this place, man. Because if you ain't on the Lord's program, you're going to be destroyed. Simple as that, man. Especially you, speaking to you Jakes. You 2/3, you Jakes, you tribes. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. 2/3 of you niggas got to go, man. It said, verse 24, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and had not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them, man. You know, and many people have desired to see the things in which we see. And now we see clearly as day, man, that this devil is on his way out. So we in some exciting times. And all you coward niggas that's getting in the way to trying to stop this truth, you gonna fucking lose, man. Simple as that, man. Because what did the Lord say real quick? I believe it's in Timothy's. Punk ass nigga Nori, man. And then I'm watching the goddamn 5150. Corey Hogan got his little host, Darlene, on that. She's scared to say what Kanye said. He act like he was scared as well, too. What's all this big tough guy talk that y'all talk? You can talk shit about your brother, but when it comes to these small hats, you know what I'm saying, you're afraid. Because why? The small hat control that industry, man. The entertainment industry. You know? And Jake ain't willing to lose anything, because they not willing to lose. And this shit here is nothing but it's temporal anyway. This is 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear. No, slacking. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, man. The Lord has not given us the spirit of fear. What did the Lord told Job, man? He said, gird up thy loins like a man, man. Man the fuck up, man. The Lord is calling men. Did not the Lord say we shall be a nation of kings and priests? Not a nation of slaves and dumbasses, man. No, the Lord's raising up kings, man. The rule, warriors, man. And in the ancient day, the king led his army into war. Unlike this puss-ass King Esau, He's a coward. He sends people to war while he sits back in a fucking desk getting head by a toddler, man. That's the type of shit this devil does. You know, we read about our forefathers like David. Yeah, even Saul, wicked ass, man. They was on the front line with their troops, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got niggas in Israel act like they did, you know, leaders. Ain't been on the highways and hedges for years, but act like they this top elder, man. Or they the spokesperson for their whole entire nation, man. To hell with them niggas, man. It said, verse 8, be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord. And Nick Cannon was a perfect example of that. He was ashamed. When those small hats attacked his ass tucked his tail. He on that with the damn the Amalekite looking stupid as fuck, man. Same with Nori, man. We not ashamed of the testimony of the Lord. The scripture say what, real quick? If you deny me, what the Lord said. Hopefully I'm spinning. Do it like this. Yep. And that's what's going to happen to you, Nick Cannon. Because your ass still want to keep that wilding out. And all the rest of you niggas. Ice Cube, all you niggas, man. This is Matthew 10:33. But whoso shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? So since you deny the Lord gonna deny your ass, man. You know, simple as that, man. So back in 2 Timothy 1:8, be thou therefore, it said, be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partakers of the affliction of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. And we got to put in our mindset that we probably have to lose our life for this truth, man. You know, the Spirit been having me meditate on that a lot lately, man. You might have to get your head chopped or tortured for this truth. You know, that may happen, man. You know what I'm saying? Or that may not happen. The Lord may just have you good and just, you know what I'm saying, deliver you from the snares of death. You know, whatever the Lord may be, we trust that the Lord's going to give us the spirit, the power, the might to endure and to overcome whatever's allotted to us, man. You know? It said, verse 9, who has saved us and called us with a holy calling, not according to our works, because it wasn't of our own will, man. It's the Lord. He chosen us, man. And that's why we got to take full advantage of this gift that the Lord has given us, man. This is a gift to know the things in which we know. These people in this world through. They don't know what the fuck's going on. They're completely oblivious to everything that's around them, man. You know, the matrix has really consumed their mind. You know? It said, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Hamashiach Yahweh before the world began, man. You know, we was already predestined. The Lord willing we be those men. The elect was already predestined to get the victory, man. Remember the scriptures, the Lord said he declared the end from the beginning. We just living out, we just playing out the movie, man. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just trust in the Lord, man. And not push the spirit of doubt and fear and worry, man. Like the elder was going to, man. That's a coward ass spirit, man. You gotta understand what you signed yourself up for, man. We at war. This is a spiritual war. So you can't get mad when the enemy drop bombs on your ass, man. When you at war, you knew what you signed yourself up. You can't get mad when you see dead corpses and shit around you, man. Or buck up and freeze up. We at war. You know what I'm saying? We laboring in what? To enter into rest, man. To get the victory, man. The victory over the beast, over this image, and over the system, man. Over this mark, man. And we already got the victory a long time ago. When Yahweh Shah died and resurrected, man, the victory, we already got the victory. You know? And the beautiful part about it, the Lord is with us. Let's go to Hebrews. This is one of my favorite chapters, man. Favorite verse. Hebrews 2:17. I'm going to start at 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had power of death, that is the devil, man. You know, it's through the Lord, man, we got victory over death. What did Paul say? Oh death, where's thy sting, man? You know, we got to understand, and then that's the beautiful part about this truth, man. We understand death. Because for years, this devil has used what? The religious system, these goofy ass movies, these different philosophies to paint an idea of what death is, to make us be afraid of death. Not knowing that the spirit lives forever, man. This flesh is temporal, man. You know? And knowing that that the Lord, your works follow you, that puts you in a certain mindset. And that's what Esau, he's afraid. He don't give a, he's afraid of a man that's not afraid to die. He don't know what he's because it's going to put him in straits. Because if they kill him, he's going to be made what, a martyr? But if they keep him alive, he's just as powerful as if he was dead, man. And that's the beautiful part about this, man. This nigga's in straits, man. It's at verse 15, because if they kill us, that proved that the testimony which we were saying was true all along. Because why is you coming after us if this ain't the truth? You know? It says, and deliver them through the fear of death, were all their lifetime subject to bondage, man. For verily he took not on him the nature of an angel, but he took on him the seed of Abraham. Like I was watching the beloved elder Yashimama, he was saying, man, like, man, the top right-hand spirit on the right-hand side, man, came into the flesh, man. Felt everything we felt, cried, wept, felt the pain, agonizing pain, dealt with Jake's stupid ass, and conquered it, man. And now he's helping us to conquer, to get through our rite of passage, man. You know? It said, verse 17, wherefore in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, man. Like a true leader, a true big brother, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what true leaders do. A true leader's not going to give you an order. It's not going to tell you to do something if he's not going to do it himself. And that's what you got. You got leaders like that in Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord led by example, man, like a true leader, man. You know? Wherefore, in all things it behooved him to be made like unto his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest in things pertaining to the Most High, to make reconciliation for the sins of the people. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. And that word succor means to help, man. And the Lord help us through our walk, man. When the moments we low, hey, believe it or not, the Lord's right there, give you the spirit to continue to fight, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? Because we know that the Lord and the angels is around us, man. That's another thing. That's the reason why we stand in great boldness. What's that count? Real quick. I'm going to get it. I believe it was Elisha. Bear with me. Do it like this. Yep. 2 Kings 6 and 17. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountains were full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. That was the angels. It's more of us than a day. And we got to understand that the angels are protecting us, man. That's why we're able to stand in great boldness. What did the Lord say? Whatever 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I'm in the midst thereof, man. So we don't fear because we know that the Lord is around us, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? Even if we got to lose our life, we understand that it's all of the will of the Lord, man. It said, verse 18, and when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha, man. You know? And you can read that account on your own, man. That's mighty, man. And why you think the Lord put that? You know, when you read these scriptures, man, we ain't reading it just to, you know, it's like the elder saying, like it's a fairy tale. You really got to believe what's written in these scriptures, man. And the true believers will believe, man. What did the Lord? He always got on people because of doubt. You know, when he heals people, what he said, because of thy belief, thou has been healed, man. And we got to believe, man. You know, you can't have no fucking pussy spirit, man. Imagine you going to war and, you know, and one of your comrades puts out, man. You know, that can get you, that could jeopardize the entire fucking platoon, man. So you can't have that mindset, man. We got to be warriors, man. And if you don't have that spirit, man, you got to pray the Lord give you the spirit, man. Because what did the Lord, even David had that. He knew that it was the Lord that gave him the spirit to fight, man. Let's go to Psalms 144 and call all Yabashim Shah 144. A psalm of David. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight, man. It's the Lord that teaches the war. And in the spirit, that's who teaching us the war through the spirit. The Lord blesses what? With spiritual discernment, where we can able to discern between spirits, man. That's a gift. You know, some people these people can't see that the white man's the damn devil, man. Because why? They under that strong delusion. You know, they don't understand that this is a spiritual war we in, man. We think when we come out to teach, we rehearse what we're going to say. Like, we're going to bring all. No, bro, we just go out and let the spirit work within us, man. You know? Verse 2, my goodness, my fortress, my high tower, and my deliverer, my shield, man. The Lord's protect us, man. Just like David, when he went against Goliath, he trusted in what? His rock. And we're going to trust in our rock, and that rock represent who? Yahweh Shai. And what he was able to smash that fucking Philistine in the forehead and killed his ass, man, and chopped his head off, man. And when you look at Esau, he got all the weaponry. Because his sword is not only his military, it's his what? His media, his propaganda. You know, so that's all plays in his sword, man. His lies, his pseudoscience. That's part of his sword, man. And none of that shit, what the Lord said, what? Real quick. What the Lord told Peter. Yep. Matthew 16 and 18. And I said also unto thee, thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. And we understand through spirit, Peter is David, man. And that's what the Lord is building right now, the tabernacle of David. Which the Christian church, nobody's talking about but the men of the Lord, man. Hell, you got even Israelites, they're not speaking about. Certain camps ain't even talking about the tabernacle of David. They worry about marriages and how to be a better husband and father. To hell with all that shit, man. You know? That's not to say you'll be a lion in your household, you know, because the Lord do give us, you know, brothers teaching us even in our walk how to become better parents. But that's not the forefront of the ministry, man. You know, it says, let me read that again from the top. Matthew 16 and 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So all you agents, all you fucking false prophets, all you, even you Edomites, all you heathen, you're not going to be able to prevail against the Lord, man. In his church, man, the tabernacle of David, man. And said, verse 19, I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever shall thou loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven, man. That's mighty, man. You know? And we have the keys, man. You know what I'm saying? The keys, man, the mysteries. That's why we're able to go into these scriptures and understand the breakdowns, different parables, the dark sayings, man. And even we don't understand, the Lord set up men above us to teach us these dark sayings that we're able to understand it, man. That's the beautiful part about this truth. And that's the beautiful part about this body, man. You know, every brother within this walk got different gifts, man. And they all come together for the betterment for the entire church, man. You know? So I'm going to leave it at that. You know, Lord willing, this video is edifies. Many other scriptures I could pull out. You know, man, the Lord has not given us a spirit of... Matter of fact, Salakia, I know I'm still going to close out. I wanted to bring this out. Let's go to Revelations 11 and 8. Salakia, bear with me, because I wanted to bring this out. 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. And what's that great city? Babylon the Great. America, man. Because you're not going to see the word America in the Bible, man. Because if the word America was in the Bible, it would have been burnt the damn book up, man. You know, that's why the Lord put the spirit upon the prophets to write the book in a code. And only the spiritual man will be able to cipher this book, man. Understand what? This song that's being sung, man. It said, which is spiritually called Sodom. It's not, and that word Sodom goes into burn, man. And these people are what? Walking around burning in their lust. You know, I believe, real quick, the king of Sodom during the time of Abraham, his name was the son of the evil one. You know, so I think it was Bera. And the other name was Bersha. Yeah, man, the son of the evil one, man. You know, I believe the other king name was, because I want to get it, but if I turn on my airplane mode off, you know, people are going to probably try to text me. And I believe the other king name was with iniquity. And it's not Esau known as the son of perdition, the wicked one, the man of sin. He's the modern day king of Sodom and Egypt, man. And Egypt, well, we know Egypt, what was going on. We was a slave captivity. And we was once physically slave, but now our people are spiritually and mentally enslaved, man. And in some cases, physical as well. Because America got what? The highest incarceration rate? You know? It said, well, also our Lord was crucified. How they crucify the Lord, man? Everything in society is contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When you uplift sodomites, that's against the Lord, man. That's against this book. You know, pedophilia, that's against the scriptures, man. Bestiality, and so on and so forth, man. Uplifting a woman, man, above the man. That's an order with the Lord, man. Because it's not the Lord, he's a man of war. And there's a ranking structure in any army. You have to have a ranking structure. You got to have a general, a captain, sergeants, and then all the way down to it's an order, man. And this society has taught us to be totally out of order. They made you feel comfortable and accepting being out of order as the norm, man. And that's not the case, man. But I'm going to jump down to verse 11. It said, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them, which saw them, man. And great fear fell upon them, man. Because they didn't give a damn when we was rapping and talking shit. So they ain't give a damn when Jake called himself a Muslim or a Christian or a Buddha. And what an uproar was that then? But the minute we stand up and say we the children of the Most High, we the Israelites, it's a fucking problem now, man. Jake losing his mind. Even people losing their goddamn mind, man. But when you say you're a Muslim, you walked around selling bean pies and shit with a bow tie, it wasn't no problem then, man. Because they knew that your ass, because these devils know who you are, man. They know who we are, man. It's you tries to know who the fuck you are, man. And excuse my language, but like Paul said, though I be rude of speech, yet not of knowledge, man. You know, because you got that thing, man, you cursing, you using rude speech, get your puss ass out of here, man. The Lord used rude speech, man. And that's the thing, because why? And the reason why people think this damn way, because they feel the Lord is taught by what? The precepts of men, like the scriptures say. You know? But I'm going to leave it at that this time for sure. You know, Lord willing, this video is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shira Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who we well, and as always, peace and salutation to the whole elect. And this is Sock and push the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom and a Bob a ball.